Welcome back, guys. Today we're bringing a new project to you. This one's kind of special and unique as the car came direct from Central Florida. You're looking at a ceramic matrix gray 2024 Z06 with the Z07 package. This one has the adrenaline red dipped interior, which I think is pretty cool. It's the first one we've had in here with the full dipped interior. For those that aren't aware of what dipped interior means, GM makes 3 colors in the dipped interior. That means all of your carpet, your Alcantara, your suede, your seats, everything will be that one individual color. So when you have the red dipped interior, you have red suede, red carpet. But it really looks good when you sit back and see the car as a whole, and it kind of pops through the windshield and the side glass. But this client found us via YouTube, which you're watching right now, and admired our work. Got a hold of me, said, I want to make this car unique. I've got an E-Ray and a Zora coming and a ZR1. So hopefully we'll have those cars in the shop at some point. But today we're going to start with his Z07. Brand new, no miles on it. This client wanted to get RYFT Exhaust put on. He saw the first one that we did here for our client down in Indiana. Came out beautifully. Had to have the RYFT Exhaust. We can't argue with him in regards to that. On top of that, we're going to lower the car a little bit, and Eventuri. So you guys have seen Eventuri. You've seen their new C8 Z06 program that they've come out with. The intake's amazing, has the plexiglass on the back, in the back trunk. And I think that red is really going to pop with the interior and the rest on this car. To finalize that little project after we lower is we're addressing our wheels. So as you can see, we got the stock black wheels with chrome lugs, my favorite. And behind there, we've got the carbon ceramic. So I do like those. I don't necessarily like the wheels. But with MV Forged, in our collab, we are doing our LM501, which is right over there on the wall. I think we showed you guys that at the auto show when we revealed the car. That setup of that wheel is going to be the exact same setup we're putting on this car in the 2120 staggered fitment. I think that's going to really pop. That brush kind of pulls in that ceramic matrix gray, and I think together is going to make a really slick combo. So I'll show you some of it up close, and we're going to get started disassembling it and showing you guys as we put the new components on the car. I just want to take a second, guys, while I'm in the midst of taking this car apart and show you guys some of the pet peeves that we have when we assemble a wide body, but this is on a stock car. So this car has 6 miles on it, showed up to us from Florida, and I want you to take a look at this rear bumper to fender fitment. Look how far off those stock lines are. So this was assembled from the factory, not disassembled, put back on, again, a brand new car. This is something that when we were assembling our wide body, if we were dealt this, we would be forced to correct it because this would never fly here. We see that on the front bumper sometimes as well. And I believe it's on both sides. Let's take a look on the other side. Yep, not as severe, but you can still see how those 2 lines do not intersect properly. And then we also have a little nub down here. A lot of times we can adjust this from the factory for the customer. So in this case, since we're doing the exhaust and everything, when we put the car back together, we will take the time and care needed to make sure this is aligned properly and setting flush. Same with the top side of the rear bumper, which usually has a random amount of shims in it. But we'll get this bumper off and keep moving on the exhaust install, but I want to take a moment and show you guys, even from the factory, some of the fitment issues that we see on these cars. seat, cuz. All right, guys, so we spent all morning disassembling the Z06. We've got a slew of parts every place, opened up some parts. This afternoon, we're gonna work on reassembly. Justin right now is getting the gaskets up in place for our Soul Performance high flow cats. We're excited to hear what these sound like once they're on the car. Now this car only has 7 miles on it, so we're not gonna be able to flog it, so we'll let everybody down and you guys will be disappointed, but we'll at least get to hear what it sounds like upon startup and see if there's any better tone or sound coming from it. In the meantime, while Justin's doing that, I'm gonna be assembling the Eventuri intake brackets and stuff to get the intake system set up to go in, but we're gonna put these cats in first since you have to remove the airbox to install these anyway. So I've got the big guns here, little skinnier fingers, so it's easier to fit in places. You'll see them come in here and there and help me out in the clutch. So
do what we can.
Let's make it happen. All right, guys, so Justin has the front struts removed. You've heard me talk about how these nose lift suspension, front suspensions have to be disassembled for the Paragon collars, which I think are someplace around here. The Paragon collar will slip down in here, but it requires the removal of this plug. And that's so that we can take this strut assembly completely apart. So that's what Justin's working on right now. It is a slow process. It's once you hit it the right way, it will just pop right out. But as we've learned through the many sets,
takes a little time.
Takes a little bit of time. And as you can tell, he's the specialist. That's why we call him Sparky. And Fat Finger Jones here, he doesn't get involved with this because I would just probably go like that and then we'd be having to solder everything back together. So Justin's gonna get those off for us and then we'll get these in the spring compressor and everything disassembled and reassembled. So as we finalize the Z07 project, guys, we are going to install our RYFT exhaust. You guys have seen us install the RYFT race system. This is the non-valved version for the Z06. Obviously, we have our link pipes in place already, and then our Soul cats are ahead of that. So I'm gonna slide this on right now. It should just slide right in. We'll get it bolted up and get everything in place. All right, so I'll reach back up in here, tighten up our clamps to our mid pipes, and once that's all situated, we'll torque down everything, and we're ready to put the bumper back on. Okay guys, so we have our Eventuri installed, obviously all of our exhaust, and right now I'm in the process. I just finished up cutting the carpet for the rear section and also getting ready to put the Eventuri plexiglass lid in. Before we do that, I just wanted to show you guys, Eventuri will provide us with a gasket, so this seals inside of the trunk to prevent any air from getting into the trunk. And then obviously I will put the clear shield on next. Just set that there for now. And then here you can see the cut carpet. So Eventuri provides everything we need to install this, including all of the stripping, so that it eliminates any of the frayed edges, things like that. And then you just follow the instructions online. So I'm gonna get this back in there right now, and then you'll be able to see what everything looks like together. We're just gonna back this up a little bit and hand it over to Justin and let him put PPF on the entire car. Once he is done making that magic happen, we'll pull her outside and see what it looks like.